What is going on, my fellow Omi homies? It's Foster, and I'm back at it again with another VV Andy Comey video. Guys, I know you can already tell by the sound of my voice, I'm excited. Today is a good day. Yesterday was a good day. The day before that was a good day. Heck, every day for the last month has been a good day. Guys, are you seeing this? This is a month. It's beautiful. This is a thing of absolute beauty. Look at this price. I haven't seen these prices in 6 months, and I am stoked. Before we get too much into the video, as a reminder, guys, if you are enjoying the content that I am putting out and you love interacting with me and learning more about VV and Comey, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I will be running a giveaway up to the end of October, and I'm looking to hit my 1,000 sub goal by that time. I'll get into that a little bit later in the video, though. This is the first thing I want to talk about today, guys. So I came across this. Someone shared it on Twitter with me. I apologize, I can't remember the name of who it was, but this is a website called EVI, and it is essentially a unbiased multi-factor model built on academic research and powered by AI. And essentially what it does is it takes a multitude of factors surrounding all facets of a cryptocurrency and it ranks them based on those factors. And here's some of the factors that it includes. So liquidity, how easy can it be bought? Sentiment, how are people feeling about it? I think we all know how we're feeling about it. Volatility, are we seeing a lot of fluctuation up and down? Not particularly. Momentum, we gone. We know we got that. Utility, guys, it's the OMI token, baby. We know. Behavioral bias, not even sure what that means, but hey, we'll go with it. Overextension, looking at the RSI level, seeing if it's overbought or anything. I think we've been done fairly well with corrections on that so far. Market risk, how is it correlated to the rest of the crypto market? Well, we know OMI, it's a man on a mission, man. It is a thing of beauty. It's doing its own thing. When it's green, the rest of the market's red. It doesn't care. It's a powerhouse. And capitalization. How much money is in the space right now? What are we looking at? So why is all this important? Why am I telling you guys this? So this is the current overall market, okay? So the global rating for the overall market is a B3. So not the greatest, right? It's not too high, not too low, but it's average, right? You get a B minus in school. It's not too bad. Your parents aren't mad at you, but you did your job. Look where Bitcoin and Ethereum are right now. They're B1. They're not even in the A's. They're stable coins. They're being viewed as such. Not a ton of bullish sentiment towards them. Not a lot going on with them. Cardano, Binance, Ripple, Solana, Polkadot, Doge. Shiba is the only one in the top 10 that has an A rating. Now, I know what you guys are saying. Shiba has a higher rating than all of those. I'm out. I'm not listening to this website. But guys, we know what has happened with Shiba recently. A ton of people have been extremely bullish on it, and a ton of money has flown into the space. So it's understandable that its rating may have gotten upgraded. It's been upgraded to A3 from B1. So where's Comey? Well, let's find out. Firstly, what we need to look at right now, what are the cream of the crop? Okay, there are none. So there is no such thing as an A1 rating, at least currently with the current market conditions. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's go down to the second highest rating that you could possibly have. Oh, what do we have here? That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Comey is being officially recognized by this website as having an A2 status, which is currently tied with the highest status that any other cryptocurrency holds in the space. Unbelievable. Look at our volume in the last 24 hours. Almost 20 million. We haven't seen numbers like this since beginning of April, end of March. It's crazy the amount of trading that is going on with this token right now and how excited and bullish all of these indicators are showing. As we can see here, since I've talked about it, the price has already gone up again a little bit. I think we saw as high as 8.3 earlier today, and it's fluctuating inside that zone. So we're consolidating right now. We're looking to see if we're going to make a push continue to the upside or if we're going to break and make a correction down to the downside. So that's the factor number one, okay? So clearly we're seeing other assets and entities that are decentralized, that have no skin in the game, that are ranking the token as being a very secure asset and not having a lot of these risk factors. These are all things that they're taking into account, and it's all very positive things. So you guys will know, if you follow me on social media, that I put out a lot of content before it gets posted on YouTube. I don't always get a chance to make videos. I do it as often as I can for you guys, but I do put out a lot of content on my Twitter. I would recommend following me at OG_Omi_homie. That is where you guys are going to be able to interact with me all day, every day. My wife absolutely hates it. I'm on there all the time, but I will respond to all of your questions, whether you message me privately or publicly, whether you agree or disagree. It doesn't matter. I just love to interact with all of you guys, okay? So I put out a tweet this morning. I was feeling inspired at 6 a.m. I'm going to read the first part, but we're going to go into it in length, and I'm going to explain to you why it's important. There are currently 145,000 OMI wallets listed on the Go chain. So Go chain is currently the blockchain that the OMI token is underpinned by. We know that we're in the process of migrating to Immutable X, and once we do, we will be listed as an ERC20 token standard, which of course is going to present a lot more eyes onto the project. Within that 145,000 wallets, there's only 67,000 that have OMI in them. Where am I getting this document from? Shout out to Jason Cologne. He put out a tweet that I was able to look at, and this goes to show some of the data and information that we have relating to different token wallets and addresses and things of that nature. So he provides that information, and then based on the actual blockchain data, we can make some of these surmises and assumptions based on price action and things of that nature. So right now, the 50th percentile holds an average of 82,460 OMI tokens. If you hold 1 million OMI tokens, you're in the top 15% of all holders, and only 2% hold 10 million tokens or more. Guys, that's crazy. I want to pull up Jason's profile here for a second, and we're going to look because he shared something else as well that I think is important to see. It's this right here. So this is where we get the 67,000 current wallets, right? And this is where we're getting this information about the 50th percentile. So currently, if you have 82,000 OMI, anything more, you have more than half of all of the other people that hold OMI. That's incredible, guys. So when we think about that, like I said, you know, a lot of people, I shouldn't say a lot of people, but I know quite a few people that have 1 million OMI or more. You're in the 15th percentile. So out of 7 people, 6 of them have less than you. That's absolutely incredible when we think about those numbers and the impact that it will have as the token starts to go up. Guys, just 2 months ago, the token was 0.002. Think about how much money it would have cost to have 1 million tokens. It would have cost you $2,000 to get 1 million tokens. Now, on today's date, it's going to cost you $8,100 to get that same amount of tokens. If you bought it in the twos, congratulations, you're up 400% right now. And we're just getting started. Absolutely incredible. So back to this. As of August, and now I'm going to bring in another cryptocurrency that I've harped on before. Nothing against Dogecoin, but I think the parallels are valid because of the amount of tokens that Dogecoin has relative to the amount of tokens that OMI has. And we'll get into that in a little moment, okay? So as of August, Dogecoin had over 4 million holders. So not just wallet, but actual 4 million people that held Dogecoin in their wallet. 82% of Dogecoin was held by 535 people. So there's 4 million people that hold that currency, and 535 of them hold 82% of it. And the top wallet holds 47%. That's absolutely crazy. And to me, that's extremely scary. If I was investing in any project and I saw numbers like that, that would be, at least for my purposes, an extreme red flag. Everyone has their own comfort level. I'm sure some people in this community are invested in Doge, but to me, that is not a good sign. Dogecoin hit a peak market cap of almost $90 billion earlier this year, and OMI's never been higher than $2 billion. So why am I telling you guys this? Well, Doge is an inflationary currency and has a theoretical unlimited supply because it gets mined. So it will just continue to exist. There's no burning mechanisms in place to reduce the circulating supply. So right now they have about 130 billion tokens in circulation. OMI will never have more than 300 billion in circulation. And we know that there's several measures and metrics that will reduce that token circulation, whereas Doge over time will just continue to exist. Doge held a market cap 45 times higher than what OMI had at its peak. And only has 1/100th of the investors that put money into Doge. Why are all these numbers coming together and why are they all making sense? We'll get there in a moment. So Doge had a 24-hour trading volume over $32 billion today. OMI had 16 million. OMI is only listed on 5 exchanges, and the most popular is Bit4X, and that's just based on trading volume. $16 million off of 5 exchanges, and the most popular is Bit4X. How easy is it to buy OMI token right now, guys? It's impossible, right? Is that a bullish sign? I think so. And the reason that I think so is because of this. Doge is listed and has trading pairs on 366 exchanges. 366. They are listed on like 70 times more exchanges or pairs than what the OMI token is listed on. What are we doing over the next couple of weeks? Migrating to immutable. When we migrate to immutable, what could happen? Listings on these exchanges. What happens when you get listings on these exchanges? You get more liquidity and buy pressure. We're only getting $16 to $20 million at a really high peak for us, like a 6-month high. Doge is getting 32 billion in a day. And look what Doge is doing right now. Does this look like a strong day for Doge? Look at Doge today. 32 billion. Does that look strong to you? Doesn't look strong to me. Why does this matter? Well, what does Doge do? To my knowledge, not very much, other than the fact that Elon Musk tweets about it and you tell your friends to buy it and your friends buy it because it's a cool meme coin and it's got a cute dog. What does Vivi do on the other hand? And what does Ecomi do? Well, they have the biggest licenses, brands, and IP in the world. And they have a token that is going to have 5 to 6 individual and unique forms of utility, all of which will either put buy or burn pressure on the token, essentially decreasing the circulating supply and increasing the value of all the tokens that we're holding. We know that the money transmitter license, which will enable people to take money off of the Vivi app, is in its final stages of compliance with the banking partners, and then it will begin to be rolled out on the platform. Once you can pull money out of the Vivi app, I'm seeing people on social media saying, well, that means everyone's going to jump ship because they can all pull their funds out, and any profits that they've made, they're going to take off and they're going to move on to the next thing. I believe that the inverse is going to happen. I believe that there are far more people sitting on the sidelines waiting to invest in this project that are too afraid to do it right now because they have a ton of money and it's too speculative to be able to invest in it now without having an avenue to be able to pull it out. Think of all of the traders and investors that see this as a financial opportunity, or even mom and pop, and they don't want to do it because spending $100 is something that they're willing to do if they can get it back, but it's not something that they're willing to do if it's going to be stuck on the app. I think it opens up a ton of opportunities. And when you couple that with OMI to NFT, which we know is going to be rolling out at some point in the near future, we are going to be able to take that OMI from exchanges and directly buy collectibles on the app with it. Both of these, in connection with one another, are going to create an astronomical rate of burn pressure on the token, in my opinion. Now, of course, as the price of the coin increases, the amount of OMI that's burned is decreased, but we also have other avenues that will allow the token to be burned. And I know you guys know a lot of these things, but sometimes it just helps to be reminded of them because we see some things in the community and we're not happy about them, or we're concerned about XYZ. Sometimes it just helps to hit the reset button and remind ourselves of why we're all here and how early we actually are. Remember, there's only 67,000 people in the entire world that hold OMI right now. And of those 67,000, if you hold 1 million or more, you're in the top 15%. That is an incredible statistic, and it is a statistic that when OMI hits several cents in the upcoming months is going to be even more difficult to acquire for the average person. We are very early and we are very lucky. The money transmitter license, once again. What happens when you can buy OMI directly on the Vivi app via the MTL with your credit card, and it will facilitate that purchase from the exchange? We have 67,000 current OMI holders, and we have 700,000 plus downloads of the VV app. And that's statistics from 2 weeks ago. Who knows how much it's grown in that time with Comic-Con and all the drops that we've had. Now, I know what some people will say, well, a lot of people have more than one account, so it's not really 700,000 users. Okay, granted. Let's pretend that every single person in the entire world that downloaded the app has 2 accounts. Now, I know you'll say, well, some people have 10. Well, sure, but there's also a lot of people that only have 1. So let's say every person has 2 accounts. That's 350,000 active users on the app. There's only 67,000 that hold OMI. That means that there's less than 20% of the people that are on the application right now that will know or will be using OMI to buy NFTs. But when the MTL comes in and Akomi and Vivi offer incentives to buy collectibles on the app using OMI, whether it be a discount or something to that regard, think about how many people we are going to have, just that, not even from exchanges, from other projects, just people that are already in the project. We're talking another 270,000 users who may not even know that OMI exists, that will become OMI investors, whether it be just to buy the token, to use it to buy a collectible and burn the tokens, or to invest in it as well. Either way, it helps the current holders, and it's a very bullish proposition for the token. We haven't even discussed OMI to land, which we know will be coming out likely Q1 or Q2 of 2022 with the insemination of the VV-verse. And we know that OMI to other non-specific IP within the VV-verse should also be burning OMI. Another huge catalyst that we're still waiting on is the Master Collector Program and OMI utility article. Those have been pushed back for 2 weeks now. We have absolutely no idea what's contained in them. But if there are a lot of incentives offered for staking your OMI in the OMI utility program, imagine how much of the circulating supply we could temporarily remove just from staking OMI. Right now, the circulating supply is 217 billion tokens. It is conceivable that we could have upwards of 50% of all of the tokens that are staked for rewards that people want to earn because they're willing to hold the token. And you don't even need to stake all of your tokens in order to do that. But based on the amount of people that are currently holding the token, we could see upwards of 50% of all of the tokens being staked. What would that do to the price action, coupled with the burns, coupled with the social hype and sentiment that the crypto is getting on other platforms, coupled with exchange listings once we move to immutable, coupled with the success of the NFTs once they're minted on immutable and people with Ethereum or other whales come in to buy them. Guys, this is the window that all of us who invested earlier this year have been waiting to see. And it's going to be absolutely incredible to be a part of it. I wrapped up this tweet with, you are living through a foundational shift and how people will live their lives in a digitally connected world. And as Jeremy Padawar, who is the global toy licensor for Pokemon and Fortnite and Roblox, etc., who is a big supporter of the OMI project and the VV project, he once said, don't await the destination to enjoy the journey. I know when you're in the moment, guys, every little movement up and down, it's exciting and you want to be a part of it and look at the fluctuation and, oh, I'm up, oh, I'm down less, oh, now I'm up more. It's addicting and it gets you excited. And I have people, my friends are messaging me and I want to buy more. And I have, people on social saying, hey, look what's happening. And it is very exciting. But remember that in the grand scheme of things, we are still very early. We are below this moment here, and this is where we're going to be in a very short period of time. It's just instead of tenths of a cent, it's going to be pennies that we're calculating these numbers in. It's very exciting, and I'm very grateful to be a part of the project. If you dollar cost average down from when you originally bought in around the initial hype in April, you are likely in profit. There are very few people that are likely not in profit at this point. Anyone that is not in profit is someone that bought at the all-time high and didn't dollar cost average down, which of course is your right. But remember, this is still very early, and this chart shows that we can see significant growth and rise in the token. And this is without any of the catalysts that I've already mentioned actually in place. What happens when all of those catalysts actually come into place? It's going to be absolutely incredible. We are just going to go, I don't even know. I don't want to be a moon boy, guys. I try and be realistic. When the articles come out, I'll try and calculate numbers more definitively. But if you tuned into the live stream that I participated in with Randy Chavez, Henry Pagliuca, and Cavell Anderson, I'm tame compared to guys that have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars invested in the project. And they all understand where this is going as well. It's very exciting, and all signs point to it continuing to amass and accrue growth over time. And just be excited for it, guys. Like, let's all support each other. Let's be there for one another. And finally, with that in mind, thank you so much once again for all the support that you guys have been giving me. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I will be doing a giveaway at the end of the month. I'm going to be doing a live stream, which is something that I've been trying out recently on my channel to try and interact with you guys as much as I can, but also combine my love for video games and that as well. So my goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month. I haven't posted a lot of videos recently. I apologize for that. I've been interacting with a lot of people on socials, but a lot of the content creators have been doing a great job of covering the things that needed to be covered. And I just didn't feel the need to make a video, but I'm really excited with what's been happening the last couple of days with the price. And even though I know I'm invested for 3 to 5 years, it still gets my blood pumping. When I see those prices rise, I get excited, and there's just so much to look forward to. So for the giveaway, I'll be announcing the details, but essentially all you got to do is tune into the live stream, guys, and subscribe to the channel. Everyone's name that's in the live stream while I'm participating will get an opportunity to win one of at least 3 VV NFTs that will be announced at a later date, but the value of each should be at least $50. So it'll be a pretty sizable giveaway, and it's just going to be a good time to hang out with everyone and enjoy more of the community together. If you do find the content helpful, please do consider liking and commenting and subscribing. Like I said, it just gets the information out to more people and gives a better understanding of people that maybe aren't as involved in the community and the project. Some of the positive catalysts that are moving forward that maybe be overlooked because we haven't seen them yet, or there's been some delays. Stick with it, guys. It's going to be an absolutely wild ride, like I said, and I absolutely can't wait to go on it with all of you. Once again, I love you. Peace.